Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Borderlands. Now for you, it's probably only been at most a couple of days, but for me it's been probably close to a month since I've played Borderlands. In the meantime, I've played the main story of Bioshock Infinite, I've played probably 3 other shorter games, and so it's going to take a little bit of just adjusting here. Like, I see over here there's a conversation piece with Scooter. Can I talk to Scooter and get a mission? I don't think so. Gotta figure out which button does what.
Man,
Since...
I don't trust them Crimson Lands. Those bucket monkeys ought not done what they done.
So no, that was just a conversation. So I sadly was trying to see if there was a way to respec. And I can purchase a respec, and I guess I'll just do it. And then go back to exactly where I am here. So 10 in this row, 15 in this row to get more experience, and then 6 in this row. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to see if maybe I could change my character, but I'm pretty sure you can't. I would like to in the DLC. So now I have 32 things. I would have liked to have been able to change from a siren to the soldier, or even Mordecai, and that's just not the way it's gonna work, obviously. There. So I could change things here for not that much money, but I really don't want to change anything. I like this build. I in general like hitting the playing as the siren, but I would like to do the DLC differently. I have probably way too many weapons and just some weirdness. Let's go look at our weapons and get rid of things before we start the DLC. So as this goes, we have 43. What do we have equipped? We've got all kinds of things I must have picked up at the last time. So right now my shield is 538 at 99. So anything that's not anywhere close to that can just be sold. I have, let's see, a 89 explosive longbow. So this can go and this can go. This is a mercenary class mod versus a defender class mod, which I still think I want to keep that. I have this terrible matador that's 65 times 1.6. Man, we are starting exactly at the same point, aren't we? Where we ended, even though it's been a long time, it's really coming back to me. It's like, wait a minute, this is exactly what we were doing last time too. A lot of inventory hero before we've even started. Alright, a 107 times 12 have assault rifle. Do I have any other assault rifles that compare to that? This is nowhere as good. 107. Like. 107 times 12. Means I can get rid of this. And this. Explosive rain. Grenade mod. We don't need that. So we've got a repeater that's 71 times 4.8. versus any other repeaters. 63 times 5.2, which means we could probably get rid of that. 53 times, let's see, 43 times 12 for the double stinger, which is a lot bigger. 43 times 2 versus 52 times 4, which is a double anarchy, which I think does more damage. So we'll get rid of that double stinger. 57 times 7 on, let's see, 66 times this. This isn't very good, but it is caustic. 77 times 12 versus 54 times 4 times 12. This uses more bullets. This uses less bullets. I'm having trouble here. Let's look at the snipers. The liquid sniper I have equipped right now is 397 times 2.9 with 5 bullets. Does anything beat that? No, this is really slow. This is not as good. This isn't as fast or as many bullets. 293 times 2.9. This desert sniper might be better than a liquid. Nope, it isn't. So we'll get rid of that. How did I end up with so many weapons? Well, I guess that this is what happens when you beat the boss. We never found more than one of these weapons. No other Aridin class weapons showed up in the entire gameplay. And this is clearly better than that. I have a pattern here that does 6 shots at 264 times 1.9. So get rid of that revolver. Get rid of that revolver. This Matador is 75 times 12 times 1.1. This has a faster fire ratio with 6 shots. But this one does electricity. So do I want a little bit slower? This repeater is 63 times 5.2. Where? With fire. This is a caustic thing. This is a lot better damage, though. It's getting down to the point where I kind of just want to hold on to one of everything. Like one of each class of weapons. Cold Torment. Like Cold Torment here does way more damage than this does. But I've liked Crom's sidearm for so long, I'm a little unwilling to get rid of it. 57 times 7.6. Well, you know what? That's probably good enough just to start. We've got this gun. We've got this gun. We've got this slow thing. And we've got this rather fast thing. And that was 10 minutes of just setup to start the DLC. That's really, really a waste of time. Let's not waste any more. So, I would argue that you probably are in a good place to start DLC a month later after playing the main story. The DLC season pass stuff was released 1 month apart, so Jacob's Cove is the first one that came out, then the Underdome, then T-Bone Junction, then Tartar Station. And so we're gonna just go through this, and this may not be that long of a thing. It'll be pretty long, but it's not gonna be another 50 hours of gameplay. It loaded a cutscene very awkwardly there. So this is kind of a Halloween DLC.
It was a dark and stormy.
Starts like the beginning of the game with the storyteller.
On a distant corner of Pandora. Where
So
few men
none of
met.
these things are actually
With
guaranteed
the
to
journey
have
to
happened.
find the elusive vault behind them, our fearless adventurers set off into the trees of...
What's a tree?
Oh, for the angel's sake. It's a plant that grows out of the ground really tall.
Like
See a
this?
spoiler
No
right
more
there
interruptions.
from the end of the main game.
So,
You could have played
they
this
set
at the
out
very
the
beginning.
trees of Jacob's Cove, a land very much ravaged and forgotten by time. It was here that the scientist Dr. Ned, who is totally not Dr. Zed from the last story at all, tried to help all of mankind, but ultimately caused very bad shit.
That's a swear.
Dude made zombies, okay? You're not the police of me. Pay attention. Okay. So some bad crap was happening. And it got really spooky. And this is where our story begins.
Is any of this going to be true?
Yes. Probably a lot of it. You're adopted.
So we've discovered the outpost of Jacob's Cove, and we can look out here and see there's some spooky swamp houses. It's worth mentioning, if you go through the very beginning cutscene, you talk to Angel before you get an echo system. She somehow transmits into your head even before that. So I think that's probably a mistake. There's a lot of dead people here. Possibly people trying to escape. And we're going towards the danger. To a claptrap, just like the beginning of the main story.
I'm over here!
Welcoming committee. Claptrap has informed you of a nearby zombie infestation. The town is normally kept safe by 3 defensive turrets, but they don't yet recognize zombies as a threat. Your only hope is to restore a semblance of security to the area is to recalibrate the town defenses batteries. So, I don't know how much of this I'm really going to...
Zombie fodder? I am not affiliated with the Jacobs Corporation, but they packed me to tell people like you that they would appreciate some assistance with the overwhelming situation with the living impaired. I should warn you, though, that they'll suck your brain out of your cranial cavity like a crappuccino if you get too close. If you'd still like to help, I suggest you turn on the town's defenses. Otherwise, crappuccino. Toodles!
So, the robots, I believe, are Doll Corporation's property, and so now we're dealing with the Jacobs Corporation as we're learning the different companies and what they had to do with anything. Some extra bullets are probably a good idea to start with. I probably was pretty low. Oops, went the wrong way. You could have started here. And it would have been nice to start a new game and just run here, but this game doesn't really allow for you to play as the different characters. It's a real shame. I would love to respec as a soldier right now. A soldier going against zombies makes a lot of sense. A lot more sense than the siren going against zombies. Here we've got some zombies down this way. Now, level 35 zombies aren't gonna probably prove themselves to be a terrible pains. But they could overrun you. You can see they have some different attacks, and arguably the game could have used some more attacks to begin with. Now, if you get the upper part of their head, you will get brains out of them. But they will, on occasion, move out of the way. Now, brains are a collectible thing, so I am practically going to go through all this DLC trying to get headshots. And there's no guarantee that this is ever going to stop. They may just continuously spawn. So I probably should move ahead a little bit. You need a lot of brains to do the ultimate collectible goal that's in this. However, it's going to be a little bit of a choice as far as just how much time I want to spend on that, or how much extra time I would like to waste collecting zombie brains. We're still finding scavenger elements. We're still finding weapons. If I fell down that direction, I think I'd probably be attacked. I'm trying to get to my other bullets. Which one? This one is probably the best gun to use. So nothing here is going to be amazingly spooky. It's just going to be, you know, the lighthearted zombie killing experience of, particularly since I'm overpowered, even though the enemies are meeting my level. I'm not sure they would meet your level at level 1. You could potentially, Jacob's Lumber Mill, you could potentially jump in here at the beginning of the game and just find that all of the zombies are at level 20, 25, and maybe you could struggle through that and power level yourself, but maybe not. There's a Gatling turret that direction. It feels weird that we find the statues, so this is going to open later. We find the statues of Marcus, and those aren't collectibles. They seem like they were originally going to be something like that. So, try to catch the brains as they fly. So, these guys are gonna start shooting zombies all over the place and clearing out this area. However, I don't believe the turrets are gonna cause the zombies to drop anything. So this isn't gonna become an area that's just flooded with items to pick up. This is kind of slow. Hey, he did actually drop something. Interesting. So now we've got another Gatling turret enabled. And I can hear a robot that needs my help. I probably am going to have to work my way away from guns like the Patent. We're going to probably end up using a lot of SMGs, a lot of shotguns, a lot of things that either do good area of effect damage or really fast firing rates. This door doesn't apparently open. No, don't get stuck there. For a second there, I thought I was gonna be stuck. And this is another one of those areas where you can get up here, but I don't believe there's anything here to do. Let's check up here. Got a spooky windmill. There's where we need to go. So here's a way to not get brains. Is don't shoot them in the head. You need a fatal shot in the head.
During this transitional period, please do not interact with the creatures in any way. Any resemblance to formerly living family members is purely coincidental, and any message to the contrary will be met with swift litigation. Above all, do not shake their hands, embrace them, and never, ever initiate oral contact of any kind.
There's a gun just sitting there. Let's find the little robot. Where are you hiding, robot? This place actually kind of is flooded with items. I wouldn't have thought that. So I guess I misspoke. Let's get more brains. We're gonna need lots of them. I wouldn't say 1 million, but possibly a couple thousand brains collected. All kinds of guns getting picked up. Just trying to push. I would guess the game is trying to push me specifically into changing my weapons up and just having a different experience. And we're gonna definitely have some of that happen. This DLC will be interesting to continue playing Borderlands, but it would be more appealing if it spices it up and changes some things. I mean, at least we've already seen we get different enemy types. I cannot find this robot. If he is hiding somewhere, I don't see him. So let's... Oh, here. He's right here. Turn that in. Find Dr. Ned. Open the gate.
The town
Open
should
office.
be safe for now. But if you're really going to solve the zombie infestation, you're gonna need to talk to Dr. Ned. He's been trying to fix the problem, and I'm sure he could use a hand. You'll find him at his office down on the docks. I'll open the waterfront gate so you can be on your way. Let's go!
And no new missions here. And suppose I'm just gonna follow the robot. It's possible that I'm
Really too bad that
full
the
of
summer
inventory.
adventure is going to be zombie food. And oh, you know the drill. So long, fearless traveler. Enjoy your stay at Jacob's Cove. Good luck.
Here we've got somebody trying to escape by boat. And over here we can see turrets on these houses. So, and then there's more turrets down that direction. So you're not just gonna escape this area. Jacobs Corporation wouldn't let you. The turrets, whoever built them, aren't gonna let you. So the zombie infection is at the very least kept in check. There we just saw a flying bird, and we'll shoot a few of those here and then. Like right now, corpse eaters. And see, this is probably easier just to punch these guys, but I have to remember what thing I click in to punch these. Did I get them all? Now you'll find the corpse eaters are good sources of bullets, I think is how that ends up working. Because zombies certainly are going to take a lot of that. And do I have anything for sale that would be worth buying? No. Let's see. Substandard sniper. We can sell that. Rusty repeater. 60 times 5. Explosive sticky at 83. And the fact that I can't just favorite these things is going to make it really difficult to keep these things in the collection. I definitely need my SMG and repeater equipped. So, Chrome sidearm, no, needs to get equipped. Chrome's sidearm instead of the sniper, although the sniper rifle will eventually get included. This is 119 times 15. This is way better than that. So let's go ahead and equip this. So when I pull the trigger here, we get a lot of firepower. And when I do this, it just fires a lot better. So sorry, gotta get rid of Chrome sidearm. It's done us really good up to this point, but it's five levels below. We'll go ahead and put this SMG together. And then this is 57 times 7, where this is 110 times 15. So this pistol 2 needs to be sold. Probably don't need to get rid of the rocket launcher. This is 66 times 2.8 versus this, which is a lot more. So this caustic thumper needs to be sold. 77 times 12 puts this in a better position. This sniper rifle needs to go back here. This repeater is 63 times 5.2, which needs to just be sold. This shotgun is 77 times 12 times 1.1 with this. So I'm gonna switch that one out too. And this machine gun now. Let's start looking at machine guns. I mean assault rifles. 107 times 12 versus 105 times 7 tells me that this gun is better, even though it has less bullets. And let's see, this repeater is 129 times 8.3. This has more bullets, but it's not as fast. That might not be a problem though, but I don't think I'll take that. This is 92 times 8.1, and we're just playing Menu Hero again. 60 times 5. Right. Like, it doesn't stop. This isn't as good as what I think we found. I've got to learn to get rid of things. We can get rid of that one. We can get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one easily. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And so we're getting better. And I have a fire weapon, I have a caustic weapon, I have 2 caustic weapons actually. One that's a shotgun that's 51 times 12, and the other that's a machine pistol that's 57 times 7.5. So let's get rid of that one. There we go. Notice this says Dr. Ned and not Dr. Zed. Also, I'm in the water and not getting killed yet. Seems like you can't go that far though, because if you do go that far, you will die. Sorry for spending so much time manipulating the menu and the equipment. I am kind of hoping that we'll see better things unlock at less real when we get, let me rephrase this. I'm hoping that we start seeing an experience where we find every single gun that we find is really good, an improvement on what we have, and not just vendor trash. That's the ideal thing, but I don't know if it's true. Back and never, it says. So we'll turn this in and get some more experience. Find and contact Dr. Ned in the bayou, which then wants me to go this way. And we've got
Zombie Killer! New missions are available at the Jacob's Cove bounty board.
We've got several weapons to try out and use, all of which are fast style weapons. And I suppose we can spend our money. We spent a decent amount re-speccing to do the exact same thing. Now, ideally, I would like to see what happens here. Ooh, upgrades. We get some new upgrades now. I would like to see the ability to... Is this 92? I'll take that. Grenade, incendiary contact. And then I'll go ahead and sell this one. And then let's make sure this is equipped.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast?
That's no good.
Rudolph has your needs covered.
A lot of torque weapons here. But never gonna find any Aridin weapons. Let's go to the bounty board and see what the bounties are.
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
You're a robot. How would you poop? So, investigate the disappearance of Hank Reese. Excellent opportunity. And Pumpkinhead. Find and kill all the mythical Pumpkinhead. So, how is this going to work on the map? Now, we are here. We started over there on the left. There's a waypoint that wants us to go that way for Hallow's End for both of those. The missing is right here, and the excellent opportunity is right there. So let's find out what happened to Hank Reese. It's audio log.
Dearest Anna, I've arrived at Jacob's Cove, and you'll be pleased to know it seems a jolly and lively old town. I know being away from you and the children will be difficult, but it's only for a few cycles. The pay is just too generous to pass up. I'll work hard here and be back to you and the girls soon. My brother will take good care of you in the meantime. Love, Hank.
Jacob's Cove doesn't look that good. And look how big these trees are on this planet. So now, the next thing to find is over there. Let's go this way and do the excellent opportunity.
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
Let's see if we can get up here.
Certain employees have been embracing weapons not manufactured by the Jacobs Corporation for their elemental
Transport
modifications.
station.
Need we remind ourselves of the company motto? If it ain't a Jacobs, I'd rather be dead. Please lead by example.
So, nothing over here. Just a bunch of dead bodies. Picking up money. I'm not sure really why. The guns are the real currency. And see, that opened this path, so we have a little bit of a shortcut. Which is weird because the eggs we need to find are hidden somewhere. What is the mission here? Get Marcus shipment of corpse eater eggs, which corpse eaters are the birds. So we're gonna find nests in hidden spaces, I suspect. This might be one of these missions that's not actually pointing towards anything. I don't think I can get up there. Where would the shipment of corpse eater eggs be? Somewhere over here? Oops. There I died. Now it says the eggs are way closer. Where are you hiding? I don't see anything. I think I have to fight the corpse eaters. And they're not around right now, so we'll just have to assume that's what's going on with that, because that most definitely has moved the location. We'll do Hankeries now. I prefer to do all the side quests before doing the main quests. They're not hugely integrated into each other too much, if I remember correctly, which I very possibly don't. It's been quite a while since I played Borderlands 1. This is one of the DLCs that I loved a lot playing, but I feel like there is that possibility that its time has just worn it down a decent amount. Let's see, do I want to go this way? No, because you can't cross that direction. You have to cross around here. So I remember there being a couple sections like this where there's a hard wall that ensures Now, when I mostly played this, I did use sniper rifles. And I just don't think you're going to get as many shots to the head without taking that sniper rifle path. And there's just going to be a lot of things here. A lot of places where zombies just spawn. So if you're not enjoying the idea of killing potentially thousands and thousands of zombies, you're in the wrong DLC. That is most definitely the case. That being said, if you don't want to grind through all of this, then you also probably don't care to raise your levels as a character. This DLC is perfectly set to help you grind while thematically being appropriate. If you can get that nice high ground, that'd be nice. Elemental weapons are actually going to hurt you somewhat here, and this shotgun in particular is going to hurt. Because with the way the shotgun takes out your shields and then has really no ill effect of the zombies. It is possible too, I'm collecting zombie heads that don't count towards the goal. So I should start the quest that is around collecting zombie brains before I waste a bunch of time with them. This is that gate that I would like down. Just a latrine here. We've got somebody big here. A suicide zombie. Throwing things. So we're starting to see some different types. Psycho zombies. Midget zombies. They made zombie versions basically of everybody we fought up to this point. Crawling on the ground zombies, which is not something that we had before.
Dearest Anna, the work here is tough, but honest. Oh, and the trees, Anna. The trees are amazing. You wouldn't believe your eyes. I've never seen anything like them. Sometimes I feel sad to cut them down, but it will all be worth it if I can get back to you with the money required for us to have a fresh start. I'm dreaming about a nice homestead in the Doll Headland. Think on it. Missing you, Hank. P.S. Tell Sally that I love the hat she sent. I wear it every day.
Knows the hat.
And then tease me a bit, but they don't know the joy that a child's love can bring.
I was looking at that hat and I was gonna mention, it's like, why is there a hat there? That zombie midget there almost made it to me. Just look at all this stuff. So much stuff. So where are we on the next part of the mission news? The next collectible is that way. So let's run this direction. I'm picking up more and more guns. And frankly, I really would prefer not to pick up guns. Let's see, we'll just manipulate ourselves this way. You have to be a little careful if you don't have the lay of the land, because you might jump over a cliff thinking it's a shortcut and end up killing yourself. But here's one of those areas. This is out of order, but I'm going to take it anyways.
Beloved Anna, it is no longer rumors. Some curse has been set upon us here at Jacob's Cove. The dead are rising from their graves and are ravenous with a hunger for flesh. All work has stopped, and we're fighting for our lives. But fear not. Dr. Ned believes there's a way to stop the horror. I have volunteered to allow him to test an antidote on me. It's the skags, my dear. The filthy skags will be our salvation. The doctor says they're immune to the ailment. I'm presently on my way to get this treatment at the hospital outside of town. I know it will be a success, and we will be together again shortly. Pray for me, Hank.
So that's the last thing, the last recorder for Hank. So who knows what happened after that? Or we'll find out pretty soon. We have a new outpost we've discovered that we might be able to fast travel for. Don't need the health. Here we have Dead Haven, which will be a place we have to go to do certain of the quests. And we've got a bunch of corpse eaters, so just like the rats, we'll shoot them all and they'll make a mess over there. And now they're dropping eggs, so I'll probably have to take out a decent collection of them. This is a great opportunity to try to get my melee skills up, because these guys aren't going to do anything to my shield. Just trying to pick up everything while we're here. Like a lot of these. Come on. Come on, eggs. These things are despawning. 11. Gotta just manipulate my body into the right place. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, I suppose you do have to kind of work with your refresh on your melee attack. You can't just melee over and over again. There's a cooldown on it. So I needed 4 more. Now I need 3 more. And it's not even worth trying to manipulate my body around to pick up the remainder. Let's go this way and get the next. So 1 more. And we are done. So no more eggs. The eggs really don't look too much like eggs as much as they do just round balls. Close enough, I suppose.
Dearest Anna, I've been noticing some strange things at the mill of late. Many workers seem to be falling very ill. What is strange is that we all had our checkups just last week and were given a clean bill of health and a vitamin from the company's physician, Dr. Ned. He's doing everything in his power, but there have been some deaths. Do not worry. I will, as always, be careful. I'll send an echo again soon. All my love, Hank.
So Dr. Ned infected them and turned them into zombies in the first place, and we'd already been told that, though. So that's hardly a big deal. And it's now the perfect time to run back to Jacob's Cove. And let's see, I believe that will require me to run through here. And see, as far as I know, my inventory like this does not include the items I picked up, such as brains. So because of that, I guess I don't have a way of knowing how many brains I've picked up. Maybe it will show up in the quests if I did this. We still have a ton of these little quests to do, and unless I unlock some new ones specifically from starting this DLC, I don't think I'm gonna see it. In fact, I don't even have that much, as many quests as I thought I did. That's a little bit surprising. Let's run down this way and get this last echo.
There's been some talk that certain employees have been
So it must be up here.
manufactured by the Jacobs Corporation for their elemental modifications. Need we remind ourselves of the company motto? If it ain't a Jacobs, I'd rather be dead. Please lead by example.
So I think
I lost my contact lens.
part of the thing that comes about, here it is, just hiding here, is that Jacob's guns, I don't think they allow you to have elemental effects on them, but they are generally better, faster, more damage, such simple things like that.
Things have gone from bad to worse. There have been rumors of people seeing the dead walk. At first, these tales were laughed off at the saloon, but now people talk in the hushed whispers of the truth. They say that those who come in contact with the dead are always the first to be ill, and are as such the first to seek the help of Dr. Ned. The doctor assures me that he's making progress on a cure. I, for one, believe him, and it is only 3 more weeks till we are reunited. Kiss the girl for me. Love, Hank.
So we've been buying Marcus munitions, but this is a special Jacob's vendor. It doesn't work right now.
I pooped right where you're standing.
Thanks for telling me that. Desperately, he needs. He needs to have something different to say. Let's see. Let's see if this defender class mod is any better than what I had. Hey, I leveled up. I'm a little surprised about that. I didn't think that had a decent chance of happening this quickly. So this compared to this is more points and more team shield capacity. So I'd be way in the wrong to take a 560 defender class mod that's level 34 over and not use it over a level 22. And that really goes to show just how long it's taken. It's taken 8 levels to get to the point where I just go full circle and have everything I want. Now, corrosive is not going to work here. Incendiary or explosive needs to be what I'm doing. So I'm going to go with explosive as my new ability, because obviously corrosive effects on zombies not going to be super effective. Now we have 2 missions, which is to take on Pumpkinhead, which is probably the right way to do, and then find Dr. Ned. Let's see, this is... How is this a different gun from this? This is a assault rifle. This is a repeater, SMG. This is a repeater. Man, there's too many guns in this game. Too many different styles of guns. Like, you make a gun with the sales point of having billions of different guns combinations, and then at the end of the day, after playing for as many hours as I've played, I think to myself, you know what? I could have settled for 10,000 combinations of guns. I could have settled for a lot fewer and more impactful, important things. It looks like at some point we're just potentially going to make a hole in that wall. Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of a slow start. We've been playing for about an hour, and we were just kind of know the beginning of the story. Here we have a creepy tree house on Hollow's End, and we've got these guys. Do we have any shields? Yeah, at this point I don't think I'd ever need an instant health. So it's not like the levels are huge. I would say, in all actuality, there's probably only about 4 or 5 levels, and they're not that big. And I can go this way to the House of Ned, or I can go this way to Pumpkinhead. And actually, if I go to Pumpkinhead and go a little bit lower, I believe I can just go ahead and start the quest for collecting brains, which I think you probably should have done even earlier than what I did. How are we doing on proficiencies? I really, really wish I could just play as a soldier right now. Just I just want to take my experience, level 37 soldier, and all the equipment I have, and just hand it over. And honestly, the only way you could do this would be through power leveling your other character, having 2 copies of the game, or having a friend that has a copy of the game and that has a max level character, and then taking a soldier up to whatever level you are now. And it's a lot of extra work to do that. So I'm sadly probably never going to get to play as a soldier. I can never really make that choice. This is probably the 4th or 5th time I played Borderlands, and I always pick the Siren. I always think the Siren is the right one to play as. But I feel a little shortchanged in the idea that you would have to spend way too much effort to play as all the characters. So that's something I would like to see fixed in Borderlands 3 in particular, is just have the game let you switch and respec your hero class on the fly, or at least at specific points for a specific amount of money. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.